David looks like he just walked off a red carpet, completely out of place, but old Date is hoping to see a typical American tycoon waving cash around for kicks. This puzzles old Date, wondering why David, a cop for decades, chose now to save kids. Old Date is quite pleased since the Jysel woman is no sweetheart. Indeed, she is quite a handful. Jysel's using her star power to sneak kids out weekly, dodging the cops like a pro. Meanwhile, those poor kids host 4 to 5 clients' weekly social training, indeed. She used to be a beauty queen, definitely adding some flair to her business. They are brainstorming a plan to get the kids with Jysel, saving them while giving her a one-way ticket to jail. It's a win-win. David had a light bulb moment, open a fancy hotel catering to special guests with some very unique tastes. It's hilarious. For cash, they'll recruit Pablo, the billion-dollar player who loves to play cop perfect for their mission. Old Date's on Jysel duty, while David's busy making connections. Old Date finally snapped a pic of Jysel meeting with the traffickers, feeling like he just captured a headline. Pablo's on board too. Can you believe everything is happening just a month after the call? It's like a wild dream. But Bossman is fuming, telling David to pack it up and come home now. David's calling his boss, ready to quit over this talk about workplace rebellion. But warn Pablo, the wealthy entrepreneur, hears that the feds are pulling out. His enthusiasm immediately starts to wane as well. David tracks down Pablo, pouring out his heart. What a dramatic emotional release. He tells Pablo all those kids are trapped underground, like something out of a movie, just heartbreaking. Pablo's heartstrings are tugged, and he jumps in to help. Paperwork's a breeze, and the hotel's in the perfect spot. The traffickers get the paperwork, and they're all smiles rushing to show Jysel. This is the golden ticket to riches. The future's looking incredibly bright. They are absolutely glowing with anticipation. David, Old Bo, and Pablo are rehearsing how to face Jysel, hoping not to accidentally spoil anything. Jysel arrives at Pablo's mansion by plane, and David spills the beans and the party details. Sounds like a luxurious teaser. Jysel estimates she'll bring 50 people, but David is totally not buying into this proposal. Last time she mentioned $100,000 for 50 people. This deal's non-negotiable. Jysel's testing the waters, bringing over a boatload of kids and leaving another on standby at sea. The psychological warfare is on. The traffickers are so smug, and Pablo's rolled out the $100,000 as promised. But Pablo unexpectedly brings the other boat of kids over to what a surprise reunion. The cops spring into action, capturing everyone and bringing 54 kids in for questioning, a classic raid. But Maya's nowhere to be found, and David's emotions are on a roller coaster. Tommy shows a photo to the traffickers as a friendly reminder, trying to get them to spill secrets. They see how life is in prison. Hearing Maya's been sold to Scorpio, Tommy knows this is bad news. The guy's a real piece of work. Scorpio's no joke. Cops and troops can barely touch this guy. Talk about a tricky situation. While David's deep in thought, Tommy suddenly hatches a life-saving plan. With diseases popping up everywhere, doctors are gold. Who would dare mess with the doctor who saves lives? Everyone could just play their roles and participate. What a genius idea. David's all in, racing to learn some medical know-how. Just then, Tommy shows up, handing them a syringe with a sneaky little tracker in. It can fit right in their pocket or wallet. Total muster for modern living. Off they go to the southern shore, as Tommy prays for their safety every second. But surprise! A fast-approaching boat appears, cranking up the tension to 11. Despite David's assertions of being a doctor, they disregard his claims and persistently and rudely board his boat. Soldiers search the place, and finding only vaccines, they order David to come with them. David whispers to Old Bod to be ready to escape if he can return, and talk about nail-biting. At this moment, Tommy is freaking out with a worried expression, checking if the tracker is functioning properly. David's being taken to the rebels' camp, calculating his escape route's gotta be smart. When Scorpio sees David, asking about the situation, David recalls the newspaper article and rolls with it. What he presents is just a piece of paper that gets lit up to talk about a setback. However, as a doctor, David's identity allows him to move around with ease and confidence here. He's scouting the place for Maya, determined to cover every corner, no stone unturned. Suddenly, he spots Maya and calls out her name, barely containing his excitement. When Maya looks back after a language performance, they finally understand each other.